France has announced that it will bar British fishing boats from some of its ports starting next week if no deal is reached. The French government has also suggested it may restrict energy supplies to the Channel Islands among other trade-related sanctions. The flare-up in the dispute between France and Britain over fishing licenses now threatens the very relationship between the two countries. The dispute was sparked by licensing rules for EU fishing boats wanting to operate in waters around Britain and the Channel Islands after Brexit. The rejection of French boats by Britain and the self-governing Channel Islands of Jersey and Guernsey has angered the French fishermen and the government. France claims that almost 50% of the permanent licenses for French boats have been rejected or await approval by Britain. France considers the rejection as contrary to the post-Brexit agreement that the British government signed when it left the European Union. Britain denies discriminating against French fishermen and says that overall 98% of fishing licenses have been granted to EU boats. However, France has threatened sanctions that can hurt Britain's fishing sector and exports, while customs checks can seriously slow down trade with the UK. British fishermen export most of their produce to the EU and are highly dependent on French ports as a gateway to the continent. Apart from the fishing dispute, a series of disagreements between the neighbours have plunged diplomatic relations to their lowest point in decades. The UK had criticised France for an inept response in preventing migrants from crossing the channels to Britain, a charge which France denies. Australia scrapping the mega deal with France for conventional submarines after the AUKUS agreement has outraged Paris, further sinking the relations.